Hello everyone, welcome back to Blackjack. I'm Blackjack Aviani, and I just want to tell you right now, I may have been spoiled on next time because some dumbass decided to upload a video with prediction in the title and a matchup. So it's the very first thing I see when I get on YouTube today is that, and so I just want to warn you, I may have been spoiled. Or it may have been purely theoretical, who knows.
Belladonna, the feline huntress.
Oh, also, I want to say, I managed to avoid seeing the like to dislike ratio. So I have not been spoiled on that.
And Mikasa Ackerman, the giant killing scout from
Covering the screen with my hand.
These two reluctant heroes are fighting for a better world.
What'll happen when they go toe-to-toe to see who's the swingiest and the cuttiest? He's Wiz Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Boomstick has no underarm
Those
hair.
who make peaceful revolution impossible will make violent revolution inevitable.
I wonder if JFK was thinking about anime cat girls when he said that.
Despite the world of Remnant being home to a plethora of magical beings, the Faunus were subject to discrimination from humanity.
That's so dumb. How can humans be racist against faunas? Aside from looking slightly different, they're basically exactly the same. Oh.
Yeah, humans are stupid, but was his tail coming out through his belt?
Organization, the White Fang.
That's
But when
not
her
how
parents
tails
expressed
work. I mean,
concern
there are
at its
actual
growing
tailed
violent
humans you
tactics,
could look
she
at
ran
for that.
away to join them fully.
She's my height.
Yeah, Ginger Kylo Ren's influence was making it all cat girl supremacist-y.
Believing the Faunus deserved to rule the world instead of humans, Adam Taurus turned the White Fang into a terrorist organization.
Yeah, it
With
happens.
young, impressionable Blake in tow. Now Blake got to put her superhuman Faunus abilities to the test.
That's why people need to be aware of what causes they're getting into.
Wiz. She's clearly a cat. You dingus.
That's not what
As a clearly cat faunus, Blake's got superhuman strength, speed, and endurance. She can see in the dark and even pick up on sounds regular humans can't hear.
Blake
Okay,
is also-
can she actually see in the, like, full dark, or just in much darker than what regular humans can?
unlocked her aura, the manifestation of one's soul, similar to the Eastern concept of chi. Blake
Hang on. I thought they said in previous death battles that was called a semblance. Or is that different?
can use her aura to passively
Or am I
withstand intense
just
damage.
completely wrong?
Though if it's overtaxed, she will be as defenseless as any ordinary human.
Her aura survived this huge flying monster called the Nevermore crashing into her. Twice!
Measuring the size of the Nevermore compared to the stone structure it shattered, we can gauge
Alright.
it had to have fragmented over 2,000 cubic meters of rock.
That
I'm gonna move myself here.
means Blake's aura ate over 4 tons.
Okay, Nevermores don't pose nearly as much threat to Beacon's huntsmen and huntresses. Shouldn't that just be hunters, then? As they did in Volume 1. Currently, Blake should be much stronger than them. Nice.
Without even breaking.
I guess you could say she, sold it. Eh?
Don't try that again, or I'm gonna have to cut you with a sword as sharp as Gamble Shroud. It's everything you could ever want in a sick anime combo weapon. Part katana, part kasura.
Oh, yeah, okay, semblance is part of the aura.
Hell, its sheath is a sword too. That's
Nice.
showing off. And I like it.
The 96-meter-long elastic ribbon attached to the katana's hilt lets Blake use Gamble Shroud as a grappling hook for maneuverability and create
Gotcha.
An invaluable asset for the White Fang and her new boyfriend.
Well, until he threatened to blow up a bunch of innocent people.
Yeah.
Now, instead of a bad boy, he's just a boy that is bad.
Yeah.
Blake turned her back
There's a
on the
difference
White
between a bad boy and a bad boy. Yeah. I believe we went over this in Wreck-It Ralph.
Fang, and for the second time in her life, she ran away.
It's like running away is her superpower.
In a sense, it is. Blake's aura allows her to manifest a unique ability, or semblance, called Shadow. Born
All
from
right.
her desire to escape, Blake can create a brief, intangible clone for deception, evasion,
Interesting.
or even to propel herself through the air.
Oh,
You can
cool.
even combine them with different kinds of dust, which is basically magic gunpowder. Fire dust clones will explode on impact, while ice will freeze you solid. Though
Huh.
when she runs out of aura, that's it for her semblance. resemblance too. Wiz? Buddy? Man, I killed him. And it wasn't even on purpose!
Don't worry, just some biological cloning. It's a hobby. Don't ask if I'm the original. I genuinely don't know anymore.
Oh god.
And again,
Well, that's going to make their inevitable death battle really awkward.
She reached Beacon Academy. There, she learned to be a huntress, a soldier of peace sworn to protect the land from monsters and any that would do it harm.
Nice.
She wouldn't do it alone. Blake would join up with fellow huntresses in training, Weiss Schnee, Yang Xiaolong, and Ruby Rose to make Team Ruby. With
Title
a
draw.
W.
She didn't just find teammates, but friends as well.
Feelings gross. Don't worry, the power of friendship didn't get in the way of her.
Okay. Fought Grim for hours on it. Nice. Like, constantly fighting? I would imagine so with the series like this. Aced the entrance exam without any academy training. Nice. Easily sliced through steel. How thick?
As, in fact, it made her even better at it. She's defeated the gangster Roman Torchwick, the kaiju-sized Sea Fei Long, and the assassins Mercury and Emerald, and they could dodge natural lightning.
Comparing
Alright.
the distance they traveled relative to the lightning bolt, we can determine they were moving over 20.
Okay. Dodging lots of lightning here.
6,000
Lots
meters
of
per second,
kinds of
nearly 80
lightning,
times
too.
the speed of sound.
She even managed to stand up
Alright.
to Adam and all his mom just doesn't understand energy with the help of a new weightless
I think he
partner.
was already stabbed.
You abusive a-hole.
No easy feat considering Adam was strong enough to pulverize this massive spider droid with his moon slice. A feat
Cool.
worth over 4 tons of TNT.
Not too bad for a bootleg Virgil, and Gamble Shroud could take hits like that over and over before breaking.
Despite her troubled past, Blake would never stop fighting for a better, more peaceful, more equitable world. She
Nice.
was done running. With her friends at her side, she would face the future head on.
So long.
Some Guilty Gear, right?
Welcome to Scenic Shiganshina.
This rundown may contain major spoilers for parts of the anime that haven't been adapted from the manga yet. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, yep, that can
May contain?
Cowering behind enormous walls, the last remnants of humanity were driven to near extinction by the arrival of the monstrous titans.
Despite that, little Mikasa Ackerman lived a happy, normal life.
Likes ice cream, her
Till
scarf,
her parents
and
were
Aaron.
brutally murdered in front of her. But never fear, she Una reversed the shit out of those assholes with the help of Aaron Yeager, another pint-sized
Yep.
psychopath in training.
Adopted by Aaron's parents, Mikasa and Aaron somehow lived a happy, normal life.
Yeah, for a couple of years.
Until all their friends and family were brutally murdered by titans. I'm sensing a
Yep.
pattern here.
With barely anyone in her life lasting longer than a 25-minute episode, Mikasa became Aaron's guardian angel.
Certainly a valuable asset to Aaron, who devoted his life to exterminating the titan threats.
Together,
Yeah, see where that got him.
got their hands on some sweet Titan slaying gear, the vertical maneuvering equipment, or VMI.
Also known as omnidirectional movement, or ODM gear in the anime, it allows Mikasa to fight the towering titans at their own level.
ODM
Sounds
gear
cool,
comes with
sounds
two
cool.
20 to 30 foot long iron wire spears she can separately aim and shoot. It'll hook into any surface. They'll allow her to swing around like a steampunk Spider-Man.
She can zoom through the air on a dime with a special fan on her back that fires pressurized gas.
Sorry, I'm not saying much. It's been a while since I've seen this series, and like I only saw the first
Please make it
episode.
a personal serving because the last bite is not meant to be shared.
On. You're just making those noises with your mouth, dude. It's not the same thing.
I'll get another clone.
Mikasa's ODM gear can propel her at speeds up to 366 kilometers per hour. That's almost
Alright.
a third the speed of sound.
Okay, well that means that Blake is... her reaction is a lot faster.
10 times Earth's gravity.
For reference, astronauts withstand about 3 Gs of force during liftoff, and fighter pilots can withstand up to 9 Gs for a second or two during air.
And this is a hell of a lot more than that.
6 Gs for a sustained period of time can be fatal for a human being, but Mikasa can survive almost twice that much and fight giant monsters at the same time.
That insane speed makes her especially deadly when she whips out her special Titan slashing swords made of ultra hard steel. And that's exactly
Ultra
the
hard,
term
huh?
I'd use to describe myself after watching what they can do to a Titan.
Despite their name, they're rather fragile, at least relative to the super tough Titan skin they have to repeatedly cut. So Mikasa carries a set of 12. that
Yeah,
she
they're
can
like
easily
disposable
dispose of and
blades.
replace mid-combat.
I remember that much.
Yeah, that kind of became a problem when some super intelligent Titans started sporting crazy tough armor. That's when Mikasa breaks out the big guns, the Thunder Spear.
Nice!
Essentially proto-bazookas, the Thunder Spears are thrown like javelins. They're sharp enough to pierce even the armored Titan's impenetrable hide.
Cool,
And once
cool.
their fuse is severed, they'll explode, devastating anything within range.
Shattering the armored Titan's armor is no joke. It was tough enough to tank punching a hole through Wall Maria.
By measuring the size of the gate in comparison to, let's go with this guy. We
Let's go with this guy.
Violently fragmented over 1,000 cubic meters of rock.
That'd take over 18 tons of TNT, enough to level a city block. And the
I'm kind of surprised they didn't go into some sort of explanation of, assuming the people here are generally of average height for Europeans in the time frame of the series. Yeah. Armor Titans withstood numerous explosions, even from getting crushed by the Colossal Titan. Interesting.
Thunder Spear Shrek Fit. No surprises here. If you're too close to one of its blasts, it's game over.
Despite the awesome power at her fingertips, Mikasa only really joined.
Okay. Pure Titan, huh? Dealt the final blow to Eren. Well, if anyone was going to, it would be her. Oh, first in the training corps, alright. I still find it difficult to believe that with thousands and thousands and thousands of Titans, there's only one that looks like a human female. Or humanoid female.
in the military to watch over and protect Eren.
Like a loving mother hen of death. And that became way harder once Eren learned he could also turn into one of those super intelligent Titans.
Now humanity's greatest weapon against the Titan menace, Eren was at the center of all major anti-Titan operations, which meant Mikasa was there too, ruthlessly dispatching anyone that might harm him.
Get over yourself, Eren. So what if your child at home was destroyed by a Titan? You're living rent-free in this girl's head.
Oh, God.
Worse, you could be Armin. Man, like she's programmed to protect
I
him.
kept trying to remember his name and couldn't.
Inconsequential. Ages ago, the Ackermans were bioengineered to be subservient super soldier royal guards to the mighty Eldian Emperor.
Alright
Wherever
then.
all that shit came from, Mikasa's got the Ackerman blood coursing through her veins. The same blood that gives her a
Okay. Eren's statement they have the power to Titans was likely an exaggeration to shock Mikasa. Okay.
of a Titan's power without transforming. Holy crap!
It's that power that allowed Captain Levi, another Ackerman, to dodge point-blank
Oh,
bullets.
really?
That's over Mach 2, and Mikasa can easily keep up with him.
It also lets her subconsciously tap into the combined experience and battle instincts of Ackerman's past. She's like the avatar of Titan murder.
Unfortunately, this blood bond with Eren means that even when he goes too far, she's obligated to protect him, kind of like a robot.
I don't buy
I
it,
see.
Liz. She doesn't love him because of her DNA. She loves him because he's the only one who stood up for her when she couldn't stand up for herself. When she looks at him and the rest of her friends,
He's crying.
a hope for a brighter tomorrow.
Wow, Boomstick. That was touching.
And she has fart powers.
Well, it was nice while it lasted.
I'm not listening to another word of this. No point.
Woo!
Alright, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, I will
love life as intense
fucking
as
skip this. Okay. Wow, gosh. They make it sound like Blake has more defensive capabilities. Like, many more. And Mikasa might have more offensive capabilities, but most of them seem, like, specific. She has to hit Blake first. And it sounds like that's gonna be a problem. I mean, that you always gotta hit your opponent first, unless you have, like, area of effect spells, which she doesn't really seem to. Alright. So, I feel like Blake on this one. Just...
Get better!
Woo! Oh, we're going full CG on this.
Civilians were supposed to evacuate this area hours ago. Get the hell out of here. They're coming. You deaf? I said get the hell.
I want to keep reading. Fight!
Leave me alone.
Okay, I can hear that there are lyrics, but I can't hear them.
Are those 2 sets of ears? She must have 4 times the hearing.
Ooh! Haircut. Or was it? Oh, he's short and I was just not paying attention. And she resisted being frozen by that. But her weapons were still stuck in there. I'm kind of surprised she didn't release her blades before that. Did they just do the fart noise?
And attacking me from behind.
You know, I wonder if we're ever gonna get anyone from Valkyria Chronicles in Death Battle. A little awkward in the transitioning here. I mean, they did this great job modeling this town. Wow, you actually hit her. One of her. Really, you can't just go for a direct kill. You have to grab your bigger weapons. I have a feeling that's gonna cost you.
Gotcha this time.
Oh boy, here we go. You held on to it? You couldn't, like, divert it or something? Ah! Ow! Oh boy. More disabling limbs. Back at ya! Bye-bye.
I told her not to get too close to that thunder spear. Too bad she can't hear omniscient narration from beyond the fourth wall.
Despite Mikasa's overwhelming and frankly terrifying tenacity, Blake's varied arsenal and powers gave her a clear edge.
The ODM gear allowed Mikasa to keep up.
I told you, going after the bigger weapon instead of taking the strike when she could, it's gonna cost her, and sure enough!
Compared to the Swiss anime knife that is Gamble Shroud, which could stretch 10 to 16 times longer than either of Mikasa's cables.
Blake's variety of shadows she could spam at will kept Mikasa guessing, and her aura allowed her to survive any attacks that could land.
To be fair, the Thunder Spears were a different story, and were powerful enough to show.
Okay, because the Thunder Spears take advantage of Reiner's weakness to piercing weapons, its energy is not necessarily comparable to the explosion he survived against the Founding Titan. Both Weiss and Penny have feats that surpass this that Blake would scale to. Interesting.
Blake's aura. The aura could survive around 4 tons of TNT, while the spear's explosion could dish out over 18.
But Blake's far greater speed made her nearly impossible to consistently hit.
Yeah.
Mikasa could keep up with characters that can dodge bullets. Blake could keep up with characters that can dodge lightning. In this case, nearly 40 times faster than Mikasa.
And those Thunder Spears are meant for big, slow Titans.
Okay, the average Grim has shown more feats of strength than the average Pure Titan. Barring the 9 Titans, this means Blake has more experience fighting stronger monsters than...
Not human opponents, so it's unlikely she'd ever get a solid hit in with one.
In that same sense, Mikasa's Ackerman heritage couldn't save her either.
Yeah, because it was irrelevant.
Of combat experience, Avatar style, but almost all of it was against Titans, not a bonus huntress like Blake, who has powers the Ackerman family has never seen before.
Coupled with her Odium Gear's limited fuel supply,
Alright, Mikasa was not fast enough.
End the fight before her own options ran out. Mikasa had
Like I
guts,
said.
but Blake's speed, versatility, and sick anime combo weapons over the edge.
It may have been a gamble, but Blake had the spirit to win without a shadow of a doubt.
The winner is Blake Belladonna.
You could have come up with better ones than that.
Stay tuned. We'll be jumping into the next matchup next week. But you can always get more.
Alright, let's see. Is it who people said?
And by downloading the battle
Is it who
music
someone
link
said,
down
which was
below.
Poe versus Iron Fist? Yep. I got frickin' spoiled. I got frickin' spoiled. Alright. Okay, alright. Well, I'm glad that I actually managed to absorb some information this time. I mean, last time I think I was able to guess the winner, wasn't I? But it was basically more on, it was based more on, well, he just seems stronger. And I couldn't really put my finger on why. But here, it's great. I was able to keep up with the action. Even though most of it was just kind of like, they're zipping around and they're aiming at each other. This actually, it was a very well designed arena. Probably one of the best designed arenas I've seen in quite some time. But the actual physical animation was kind of, especially that part where they were coming through and the camera was dipping around, it was a little lackluster, I gotta say. But, I mean, yeah, I know, put your money where your mouth is, Blackjack. It's better than I could do. But they are all better than I could do. I'm just gonna... The music being extremely Ruby themed also kind of gave it away, because it was like that from the beginning. And there wasn't, I mean, granted, it's been a very long time since I've seen Ruby. I only saw the first season. I also only saw the first season of Attack on Titan. There wasn't a single moment in which I felt that the music was Attack on Titan-ish. But then again, all I really remember from the music for that are the really banging theme songs. Da, 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 da. You need like a full choir to sing half of them. I don't know why I was thinking about Valkyria Chronicles in the middle of it. I guess I just kind of got that same basic feeling from it, from Attack on Titan, that even though the settings are totally different, and VC is supposed to be more like alternate Earth history. I mean, it isn't. Alternate parallel Earth history, I guess. Gosh, I am having trouble thinking of the characters. Alicia Melancott. That's the character I think would be in a death battle. Sorry, Yvonne. Sorry, anyone from 3 or 4, which I haven't played, but then again, 3 was never translated, so I couldn't have played it anyway. Was it Alicia? Let me look. Okay, I was almost right. Alicia Melchiot. Yeah, she would no doubt be the VC character. that would show up in death battle. There is a lot of freaking swimwear art of her. My goodness, and this is all official art. I'm looking on the Valkyria fandom wiki. several where she is holding bread. I mean, in the second game, she runs a bakery, but I'm just saying. Anyway, yeah. Okay. Alicia Melchiot. That's her name. Oh, okay. I look at the death battle I just watched. The upvote to downvote ratio wouldn't have actually spoiled anything. It's currently 14k upvotes to 1.1k downvotes, so not really as many as I would have thought for a Ruby win. Because, you know, there are the accusations of favoritism. Alright, well, I am gonna let you go. I'm looking forward to next time. That's gonna be pretty fun. I'm gonna tell Netbug about it because I think she's gonna flip. Not as much flipping as we have just seen, though. Until next time, I am Blackjack Aviani, and you are not.